What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we just got home for Christmas. I bought my babies electric scooters and we're having a ball. So yesterday we went to go get helmets, and so I was like, okay, so we did the electric scooter yesterday, and then we did it today also. And we just got home, and it's so funny because my babies were like zooming, and then it was a split second and I was like, wait a minute, I can't see you, come back home. Well, come back to me, because they were like all the way far. And then they came back and I was like, you guys, I can't see you. If I can't see you, you can't see me. And I started giving them this whole thing, like, you gotta be careful, da 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 da. And then so they're like, okay, Mom, we were just there. And so they went, continuing with the electric scooter or whatnot. And then I just had to like giggle to myself, like, how did our parents do it? I feel like our parents, well, my mom, like a lot of you guys' moms and dads, when we were growing up, we were able to leave at 8 a.m. and come back when the street lights came on. And I was just thinking, like, do they love us? Like, do they even love us? And now here I am, a mom, and I'm like, nope, you can't do this, you can't do that. Heck no, there's no, because my baby, he just asked me to have a sleepover. And I'm like, nah, bruh. No. And it's just because, I'm trying to be aware. I'm trying to make sure they stay safe, make sure they stay, good, because there's a lot of weirdos and crazies out there. And I'm just trying to, be a good parent. And for me, I started thinking about my childhood and how amazing it was, because we actually got a chance to go outside and play. We played, all of the neighborhood kids, we would ride our bikes all around, crossing streets. You know what I mean? Like, we would go everywhere with like no money. And now I'm thinking, like, dang, I don't even remember like using the bathroom that much. Like how is it we survived like a whole day, don't use the bathroom, have like $2 to our name, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm kind of like, dang, like my babies, they're getting a great childhood because they go a lot of places. But the nostalgia of growing up in like 90s, 2000s time, it was top tier. I can't hold you. Like, we had it really, really amazing. And it made me think about, so the other day I just told you guys, one of my babies, my oldest baby, Christian, he asked for a sleepover. And the parents are great and all that, but I'm just like, no. But when we were growing up, there was this place called Hollywood Video. I don't know if y'all know about it, but we had just moved to Phoenix, and there was this place called Hollywood Video. And you know what they did? They did all-nighters. So in the Hollywood Video, it was like Sega, Nintendo, like all these game consoles, movies playing. So it was like a video game store, like think Blockbuster, but also having video games. And so we used to do this thing called all-nighters. And so you would literally drop your kid off at 9 p.m. and they will stay all the way to like 7 a.m. And you can just, I think it costs like $10, and you get like all you can eat pizza and pop, and you can play video games like all night. It was cheap, maybe $20, maybe 20. Like, it was super cheap. It was super affordable. And you can just drop your kids off and you pick them up in the morning, and you just have like 20 kids or 30 kids in the store running around, and everybody's just playing video games and just having a good old time. And I was just thinking like how fun that was, and how I would never do that. And how, like, I don't know what it is like about like our parents during that time, where they're just like, yeah, go ahead, you know what I mean, like, go be with all these strangers that I have no idea who they are, but it's okay. And so I was just thinking about like my childhood, and growing up drinking out of the water hose and just playing with all the neighborhood kids. Everybody was always out in the like outside. Everybody was outside. All of the kids, like, you would go to the door, can Ashley come out and play? Like, it was so fun. And now my kids don't really have that. I think our kids don't really have that, and I'm like, darn. But on the other hand, it's like, dang, are we soft? You know what I mean? Because we had to deal with a lot of things growing up, right? Like just the maneuvering, you know, in between you going out and the street lights coming on, you have to deal with a lot. So it's like, are we soft? Because now, like, even my friends, I was like, do you let your kids just like go to the park? And they're like, no. If I'm not there, they're not there. And so, I don't know. I just thought it was so funny, and I had to kind of come and chit-chat and tell you guys, are you guys like that? Like, if you have kiddos or anything, do you guys just let your kids just like go and like go to the park at like 6 years old or 7 years old? Okay, you know what? When I was growing up, I used to go grocery shopping at freaking 6, 7, 8 years old. No lie. I used to go, so we had this little neighborhood store, and then my mom would give me like a little list. It would be like a few things, but it would be like bread and milk and this and that, and I would have to, like, I would walk through the alley to the store, because the alley was a shortcut, and then you would walk, and then like you just knew everyone. Like, the guy's name was Sam. I still remember our corner store guy. His name was Sam, and he was awesome. And so I'd be like, Sam, so I'll get my items and like, hi Sam, and then I'll pay, because I was super short, so like the counter was like a little taller than me, and I'll, hi Sam, and I'll give it to him like real money, and then I'll take the little bags and I will walk home as a little kid in Southside Chicago, son. Like in on the south side of Chicago by myself, and I had no qualms. Like I didn't even know. You know, later on we started not being able to like go outside and stuff and all that. But then when we moved to Phoenix, we were able to kind of get out of the house and actually like live a little bit more. But yeah, I definitely remember just being like, even me and my brother, me and my cousins, we would all just be mobbing it to the store. Like, all of us little kids, like, it's insane. And now my kids, we live in a pretty safe neighborhood, and I'm still like, nope. Can we have a sleepover? Nope. Can we do this? Nope, I'm coming. Let me meet the mom. Yeah, there's no sleepovers, period. But if we do a play date, okay, let me talk to, you know, mom or dad, let me see what's going on. Like, I'm super in the mix. And my mom, she was very hands-off, and what I'm finding out is a lot of our parents were very hands-off, and it's just the funniest thing. So I just had to come and say, but let me know how you guys grew up. Like, were you guys like me, like you were able to kind of mob it as a kid? Like, are you the same as a parent, or do you feel like you're more overprotective or protective, and you're just like, no, if I'm not there, they're not there? You know, how do you guys parent? I'm super curious to know. But nonetheless, I hope you guys had a great day, and be brave.
The real truth about being a 90s kid. We were mischievous but respectful. We were the last generation that grew up without social media. We played outside morning, noon, and night. This was our time to come in. No phones for parents to ring us. We watched what was on television or video. We didn't have the choice of picking anything we wanted. We used our imagination and made games out of anything. We had great fashion. We just knocked on our friends' doors and waited to see if they were in. We had lots of sleepovers. Things were colorful. We had parties that didn't cost a fortune. A takeaway or a meal out was a treat, not the norm. Every picture wasn't Instagram perfect. We had fun with our friends without technology distracting us. You didn't hear about mental health issues. We were just told to stop being soft. We were the last generation to appreciate the little things.
Yo, growing up in the 90s was different. Y'all grew up on don't leave my sight. We grew up on get out of my sight. Like, what happened to summer? I don't see kids outside riding bike, playing sports, playing in the water hose, none of that. And don't tell me it's too hot. Because it was just as hot when we was kids, and we'd get kicked outside and the door locked with only a Capri Sun to survive. And the only water we got throughout the day was out of a water hose that was 190 degrees. Our parents didn't give a damn about us all day, but we still had to be home by the time the lights came on. Like, we are not the same.